Hi, I'm Ren,
And I'm Ken.
and this is an Eternal Evolutions video. Today we're in my class technology. I just got some Guild Hunt rewards, and I'm looking to beef up my Hunter section of champions. And Ken and I just decided to add some accuracy, bring my accuracy to 10, and add some attack.
Yes.
Accuracy because of Bot Mark
Bob Market helps
and
him a lot. And then also Emma, I believe,
who I
for
don't
like
have.
PvP,
Okay.
accuracy can play a role in some of the things that she does in Arena. So that it's all about Bob Mark hitting them spots and getting that defense down because I love Bob Mark.
Yes, I do too. What I want to
And
ask.
also, it will help too. The new guy, I'm just thinking of
Mm.
his new stuff. Old John,
Oh
he
yeah,
he puts
yeah.
he puts slow
Okay.
on his enemy.
So you
So
definitely want
more
accuracy
than
for
likely you
that.
would need accuracy for that. It may or may not affect it because a lot of the stuff that you would think they would need accuracy for in the PVE stuff, it's not really that big of a need. I mean, you might need 5 or 10 accuracy to make things land. I guess I don't even know, but it's nothing that big. But for PvP stuff, accuracy can play a big role on people, especially like Anpu or any CC people.
And class technology, which is located in your guild area, is just a really vital piece of your game
Oh, it's
here.
key. You got to be in a guild that is at least killing, 5 or 6 bosses, preferably 6 of the
Hmm.
bosses at least, so you get at least all of the first 2 rounds, basically, because you get 3 different bosses and they just step up at each time. Um,
But yeah, the
but
more of
yeah,
these you fill, the stronger your teams are going to be.
yeah. I mean, it's so important for character development because it develops all of your characters
Hmm.
of that type. It's not
Hmm.
specific to anybody, only
Exactly.
one. It helps everybody. So when you're boosting everybody up their HP and stuff, it makes a big difference.
So Hunter, I'll show you some of mine right now. So I've got a lot thrown into summoners because I have some good summoners and
And summoners are probably the best class in the game right now.
exactly. Secondly, my Vanguard's pretty good.
Second best class in the game.
And assassins because I've Bailey and Rickard. Really been working on. I've got
Mm.
my attack maxed out.
Yeah, that
Probably should have.
legendary Rickard looks nice.
Yeah. Um, but tank is probably my least looked at, even though I've
Well, and
got
it's
some.
yeah, and it's mostly useless except for very slight amount of PvP. Need and I will say for faction or for soul,
And
mine and stuff. You do need a tank there, and you need tank in certain aspects, but it's
looking
such a
at
weak
this, is
class.
this
They've got
crit
to work on
rate
it.
or crit damage
That's
here?
crit damage.
Why was I adding crit damage
I'm
to
not sure why you
tanks?
put crit damage on tank, but that's I mean
Weird move from me. Yeah.
eventually it'll you'll eventually run out of stuff to do, so you
Yeah.
just kind of doing that ahead of time,
I guess you can say it's not wasted, but it kind of is.
right?
I really
Yeah,
actually,
you'd like to see it somewhere else.
I thought I was further along in Vanguard, so I kind of need to. I've got my attack maxed out. Need to max out my HP for sure there.
Yeah, I would say HP your next shot there. And it wouldn't be bad to put accuracy. Really, honestly, with Vanguard, the way Vanguards work anyway, basically every stat just needs to go up because all the HP you can get, all the extra attack and defense, I mean, all the stats you can get are going to help them because they're right in the middle of every fight, in the thick of it. They're landing debuffs because you've
Hmm.
got Crete and Leo both doing stuns. So I mean, it's definitely something that
Important
you
faction.
can't pick a bad category there, but you
Gotcha.
would preferably do HP. That would
Okay.
be one of your like. I'm going to do that first.
Right.
Attack, obviously, definitely do that first. But HP is a really big one too because that's the thing. If Leo can't do his job if he's dead, so
Exactly. And yeah, I definitely need to work on that because he can be squishy. He can be. I think I've been so excited that I got Bailey Hudson and the new guy
and Rickard,
Rickard and
and you love
Assassins.
Randall.
And I love Randall. So this was kind of the one that I really threw a lot in, probably more than my summoners. I've got the attack maxed out, and I probably again I think for all of these basically attack and most of them attack and HP are going to be your first ones. I
Oh
think.
yeah, yeah. That's usually. I mean, I could definitely see crit damage being big, which
Hmm.
you've already got the 10 as well. But I could see that being maybe more important than HP
Okay.
for people, but it really, honestly, it kind of depends on what level of the characters you normally get to.
Mhm.
If you whale out and you get things to immortal the day you get them,
Right.
then the HP is not going to matter as much because you're not going to be at a point where you're trying to live. You're just
But
trying
if
to
you're
make it through.
epic and
But yeah, but if you only get it to epic status for the first month and a half that you've got something, but you want to
Mhm.
try to use it, then HP becomes a lot more important. So
Okay.
it really just depends on how you progress your characters.
And in the support area, I have HP maxed
Yeah,
out.
HP is really
And
what you were
then
looking for
what
there.
would you look for? Would it be defense?
The next things I would do would be to look for the flat stat HP that accompanies some of the other stats. Like I think defense does have it.
Okay.
Yeah, see, you've got EXHP there. You've got it there. I think no, that's got defense. You got it there. I would do anything with the extra HP.
Hmm.
Honestly, I'd probably do the defense first,
Mm-hmm.
and then the resist because you just support. You just want them to stay alive, and you want them to be unimpeded. So those are the two things. HP and defense you're going to want, and then the resist might come into play. There's
Right.
really, I don't think there's been a whole lot of hardcore testing on it besides maybe people using it in PvP.
But I think
But
they must have a plan because these gamer developers here for this game seem to always have things so far well laid out. You know
yeah,
that
well, I mean, and it
is there
could
going to
be
be
an
a
aspect.
resistance champ coming?
Yeah, well, that's what I say. It could be an example of something where it's in most games, like
Mm-hmm.
most champion builders, hero builders. You've got a aspect of resistance in their defensive stats
Okay.
to resist all the incoming, debuffs and things or debuffs.
Debuffs.
But
I mean
yeah,
resistance.
it's not even. I don't think they've even
Resistance.
brought it into play into this game really that much that I've seen. I mean, granted, again, I don't really get hard into PvP, so maybe in the most competitive type of areas, you've got to have that as a thought. But as far as building around it, I don't know if there's anybody doing that right now.
Okay.
So I doubt it's something that's really. Although it seems like it would be pretty good since a lot of the meta is, you know, CC is
Mm-hmm.
stunning everybody with Anpu. So you would think if you made a Vanguard team that was really resisty,
That would
that
thwart
you would
that.
be
Yeah.
okay and you could
Yeah.
just burn right through. But does that's one of those things where if they make it easy to switch gear sets, then maybe people start doing that. But you're not going to want a resist set in like a PVE type situation. You're going to want HP or damage depending on what kind of character you've got.
All right. So the last one that I have we can look at is energy, and I've thrown some good stuff at it. HP and attack again. What would you look for in energy attack?
I would, yeah, attack, crit damage, and HP probably your top three,
Okay.
and then accuracy is going to play a role as well with certain energy characters. It just kind of depends on who you're talking about, but there's so many of them that there's at least a
Right.
few of them that have debuffs in
Exactly.
their kits.
Soriata, Ravena, all the
Right.
Nautilus. So yeah, so this is, definitely plan out your class technology for what's gonna your needs and what's gonna suit your characters the most. But also don't be afraid to use these purple bars because you will get many of them.
Oh
And
yeah, and
yeah,
don't make the mistake of buying like maybe as far as first as you start and you just want to be able to get things to five, then yeah, buy some then because you're able to use it quite a bit if you're just taking things
it's
up to five.
right, it's
You can
gonna make
just
a
burn as much as
difference.
you can
Yeah.
get. But once you get to that five threshold, you get so stonewalled
Hmm.
by needing the red chips that you just build up as you've
Hmm.
done. You
Hmm.
just accrue the purple without
Hmm.
having to buy it in the shop. I've gone to buying nothing but the red chip
Yeah,
every week,
definitely buy the red chips
and then
everywhere you can get them.
I get the prototype experience,
Okay.
so you can level those up. But beyond that, I don't buy anything else in the guild shop at all.
All right. So yeah, have fun. Don't forget to upgrade your class technology, and we will catch you on the next video. Bye bye.